the sub pool on twitch.tv/Robeytech. If you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, pop on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Drop your free Amazon Prime subscription. You may actually walk away with the GPU, which are super hard to get. Now, finally, the last thing that you guys need to know as well is that if you want to get extra entries from that, you can gift subs like a lot of people have basically been doing right here. So gifting subs get you extra entries to potentially walk away with the GPU. The other thing, too, is that subscribing at Tier 2 or Tier 3 also gets you extra entries. So there's a bunch of ways to get extra entries towards doing that as well. You guys crushed it right there. Level 5 hype train already. Just killed that. Super strong support, already over 50 subs, and we have only been on for just a few minutes. Like what, for like 15 minutes, and we got 38, so way more than that. It just looks like 38 subs and 2,000 bits. So thank you very much for all that stuff. Now people are asking, how do you enter the giveaways? Basically, all the giveaways are gonna be at the end of the show. The one for the PC won't be available until Gleam on April 21st, which is next week. So we're gonna finish this build. It's gonna have an OS on it. We're gonna take pictures, and then you guys will see it basically our normal giveaway stuff. And then on top of that, we're building another PC we're giving away on Monday, and then another PC we're giving away on Wednesday. So we'll have 4 PCs that you can potentially walk away with just this month alone from here on our channel. We've got the Intel build, the AMD build, and 2 Razer builds that you guys have to look forward to. So tons of giveaways coming up as well. So guys, it is going to be an incredible night, and I super appreciate all the amazing support that you guys have already shown me right now, celebrating our 1-year anniversary on Twitch. So that is it. I've gone through the spiel. That's all the stuff. So much stuff, and today's ice is, of course, lemon lime. It feels like it's cool and crispy when you're celebrating 1 year, so going from there. Hurry up and build. Anthony, I'm going to take my time, baby. We're here for 3 hours. It's going to be a while. This is not just about me doing what you want, Anthony. You calm down, because you're here. You're in my world now, baby. You're in my world. This is my world. This is my PC building world. And we're going to build an awesome PC, and I'm going to enjoy doing it slowly. Very, very slowly. You will be here till midnight, if that's what it takes. We'll be like that one guy who does like the infinite stream, right? Like every time I get a sub, we just add like 5 minutes or something like that. There we go. And that's what we go from there. Oh man, thank you very much for all those gifted subs, guys. Let's keep it going. Let me go ahead and update the giveaway bot, and then we'll keep it moving. Hold on, let me update it here. All widgets, sub goal. Ending this one, we have 78. On our way to $100. We need 100. We're at 78. For 2021, there we go, and keeping it moving. There we go, updated and going from here. We're gonna build some PCs. Don't worry, we got a lot of stuff going in there. 1,000 people here already. This is gonna be a big stream. I can already feel it. Yeah, Ludwig, that's right. We're gonna be like Ludwig. We're gonna stream for the next 30 days. And you guys, we're gonna break his sub goal of 269,000 or whatever it was. I'm just kidding. Dad jokes, don't worry, those are coming. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, we have launched the new Dad Joke TikTok series. We'll also be putting it over on YouTube. So if you are you're missing the dad jokes, don't worry, there will be a dad joke every day on YouTube Shorts, and then there will also be a dad joke over on TikTok for you to enjoy. We did the denim one yesterday. In fact, let's kick it off right now. Let's get a dad joke out there into the ether, because that's what you guys really want to know, and that's going from there. Okay, so this one's from Eternal Rage. Now here's the deal. If you have a dad joke you'd like to have read here on stream, head on over to our Discord, discord.gg/Robeytech. That's right, we are vanity because we're partners now. Pop on over and go to the dad joke section, drop your dad joke. Now if it's super funny, I don't give you credit, I just pretend like I did it. But if it's not very good, then I do give you credit, and then everybody can make fun of you. Just kidding, that's actually not true, but here we go right there. And then there was the time Fruit of the Loom took Haynes to court. It was a brief case. That one was from Eternal Rage. Official Toasts put this one. Why did the chicken cross the road? Why did the chicken cross the road? Because you didn't cook it. You didn't cook it. Wow, that's kind of dark, actually. But that's there we go. Okay. Oh man. Okay, this one's a little risque. Why did the toilet paper fail to cross the road? Why did the toilet paper fail to cross the road? It got stuck in the crack. That one's pretty bad. That one's for Dance. Congratulations, Dance. That was a good one. I like that one a lot. Yeah, everybody's like, oh no. So there you go, kicking off some dad jokes, going from there, and going crazy. Oh my gosh. Let's see. How is everybody doing? Yes, people are surprised. It's like, wow, there's a Thursday stream. But guys, we had to build this AMD system, so we have a Thursday stream. In fact, there are 3 streams again next week on, oh, there's 4 streams, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week as well, because we're gonna be debuting something on Thursday, so it's gonna be pretty funny. So going from there. Thank you very much, Abo Fawaz. I'm sorry, Abo Fawaz. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but I appreciate that for the just the kindness. I appreciate you too. Let's see. I think all in all, like, we're super close. Let's get these last 10 subs. We'll update the goal, and then we'll go ahead and start walking through. We'll start walking through the parts list after that. And then again, the goal for this system, I think we did a really good job. I'm really happy with this thing. But again, whoa, Booty Chatter dropping 10 gifted subs. Appreciate it, my friend. This one, it's a muscle car themed kind of case that we went through with this. It's going to be a red and black, obviously AMD themed system. But again, we just thought with all the muscle and power behind the 5950X, we kind of did like a Mustang-esque kind of logo and stuff for this. And inside, it's actually got a little bit of like the same kind of stuff as well. So really like the way that this case came out. And I'm really excited for somebody to basically get a chance to win it a little later on. Yeah, I know. I thought, doesn't that look really good? I really like the way the banner looks and stuff. I think it came out super crisp and clean. So I think I'm pretty excited about that. Okay. Yeah, we did this. Yes, this was our work. So we did this. So we took the time. Again, we had a limited amount of time from this. What is this? I think I just got it. Oh. Oh, okay, good. Okay, cool. Let me just get that fixed real quick. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but I will try. Okay. Updated titles. One sec, guys. Okay, just got those fixed. One thing real quick, guys, we just have to fix something just because of the whole thing right here. It'll just be just a second. We're dooming it, but it's gonna be updated in just a moment. Okay, there we go. Fixed. Okay, cool. Awesome. We just had to update the thing. It's a Radeon 6800 XT, so we didn't want to go from there. Okay, so much sweet. There's a lot of sweet gear in the background and all that sort of stuff. Does it look like it? No, it didn't freeze again. Okay, we're good there. Okay, let us go. We're already past it. Let me go ahead and update the. Let me go ahead and update. Let's say one. Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and update the giveaways. You guys are on fire today. Thank you. You guys are making this anniversary already so awesome. And it's just starting. 150. We need 150. We're at 120. And starting that one now. Okay, cool. Oh, Stabby Crab. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Another 5 gifted subs. You guys are crushing it right now, and it just continues to grow like a weed. So thank you very much for all that stuff, guys. You guys are super incredible. And going from there. Hey, have you ever used a Thermaltake RGB Tough RAM? I have, and it's gone. It's really good RAM, and it does pretty well with XMP and stuff like that too. Did it? Okay. Okay. Okay, good. We're on it. Is he? Oh, I don't have it. We'll have all the details for that a little later. Sorry, guys. Back into the rhythm. Okay, so we're at 133 subs. Who's ready to start talking about parts? Who's ready to start talking about parts? And how do you increase FPS? You increase FPS one way, and that one way is via RGB. So that's going in. Yeah, is what you. Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. We're going to be playing. Just so you guys know, we will be playing Mass Effect on this system when it launches, the updated version of Mass Effect when it launches next month. So yeah, we're going from there. Everybody's ready for parts. Yes, yes, that is true. Downloading RAM. Tomcat dropping the Tomcat. Wait a minute, is that Cat? That's amazing. Is that who I think it is? If it is, thank you very much, and it's good to see you again. Let's see what we're looking for here. Let's bring up my parts list, and we'll start running through the parts of this amazing system. just so you guys know, going from this. So yeah, that's it's. I haven't seen her in a while, so it's good to see her. Okay, let's talk about the parts list. Now, by the way, if you guys are interested in the parts list are actually down in the description below for YouTube. If you're over on Twitch, on any of the Twitches, many of the Twitches, we're going to be having those parts listed here in the channel in just a second, so you can basically check those things out as well. And go from there. So here we go. We're going to drop it in here and start with this. And of course, our processor that we're kicking things off with is the Ryzen 9 5950X. The Ryzen 9 5950X is absolutely a beast. 16 core, 32 threads. Currently, even with the release of the 11th gen Intel, currently still the king of the Intel stack. There is nothing that basically goes against it. So when we talk about that pure PC muscle and why we basically designed the case it was, we wanted to make sure when you have this at its core, you basically have the best of the best in terms of the overall system right now. So there's your Ryzen 9 5950X. Of course, for we're going to be putting this in course in an X570 motherboard because you can't we're not going to do B550 or anything like this. This is pretty much their premium set. And we're using the ROG Strix X570E Gaming. Absolutely incredible board. These are very hard to get right now, just because X570 has just been something. I feel like there's a new board in the future, obviously with Ryzen 4000 series and stuff like that. But X570 had B550 coming out in 2020, so X570 has just kind of been. Even though it's premium, it's still a little bit dated. But absolutely love these motherboards. Now we have already breadboarded this. We've already got the latest OS on it already, and in fact, we actually already have an OS on the M.2 drive. So when we actually finish this build, we'll be able to boot it up, get it red and black. It'll be ready to go. So you guys will see it in its full AMD glory when we're all said and done. So which should be super, super awesome. So there's our motherboard right there. And then of course, we got some storage options. And I wasn't kidding. We have 14 terabytes of storage. We've got a 2 terabyte SN850 PCIe Gen 4 Western Digital Black NVMe SSD, and then of course we're going to pair that also with a 12 terabyte Iron Wolf. Whoa, this is an Iron Wolf. A 12 terabyte Iron Wolf 7200 RPM hard drive as well. So you'll have 14 terabytes of storage between PCIe Gen 4 and then Iron Wolf is their NAS level. So this is like super data protected with the warranty, etc. That we'll be using for this as well. So this is going to be, it's really funny to see these two partner together, but we got Seagate and WD in the same build, which is going to be crazy awesome. For RAM, we've got G.Skill Triton Z Neo. This is a 64 gig kit at 3600 megahertz. It's a CL16 by 19 by 19, so it's great timings as well. This is the Triton Z Neo, so this is the AMD specific version of this RAM. Absolutely love this RAM. The good thing is that even though we're using Corsair, again with Asus Armory Crate and Corsair iQ, the Armory Crate stuff will actually take care of reading the RGB from this. So again, you don't need to install the G.Skill RGB stuff. If you just checked out, we just did a whole RGB guide that just went live on YouTube just today. So one of the things we talked about was specifically one thing that's nice about Asus ROG and their Armory Crate RGB stuff is just that it does a good job of controlling this stuff. So great amount of RAM, 64 gigs, which is more than enough. It's going to make it absolutely awesome and continue to make this beefy system more beefy. Now we have to cool it, and we had a couple options, but we had to cool it, and of course the cool thing about cool thing, and no pun intended, is the NZXT Z73. You know I absolutely love these coolers. Main reason being is that there's nothing better than actually just having the information on the dial that comes with it right away. So you can look at your temperatures. You can also replace that with animated GIFs, everything that you want to do. And they're just great coolers. In fact, they're the cooler of choice for our benches. We use the X versions of these, not the Z versions of these. I also know Gamers Nexus also uses their Kraken for their test benches. NZXT is just a great standard, a gold standard for cooling in general. The only other thing that's kind of like an issue with this is just the size of the overall cooling plate and like the overall housing that goes over it. But we've done this a ton. This case has more than enough room for it and is going to look really, really good with that red and white kind of theme that we'll add to it when we get a little bit later on in general. So overall, really awesome AIO and has more than enough cooling potential to keep that 5950X nice and cool and not toasty, which is what we actually don't want to have happen. Now, Just so you guys know, you might have saw Sapphire in this, but the reason it's called Sapphire is that this is the AMD Radeon Sapphire, who's the company who makes it, Nitro Radeon 6800 XT. So it's a Radeon 6800 XT made by Sapphire. This is overall, you only see these cards usually in the AMD stack from there. So that's why we're using this particular one. Really love these cards. I know specifically like the 6700 XT, they have a very almost, they look a lot like the reference cards from AMD. This one, however, does not. This is going to look really good. Excited about this. The 6800 XT is an overall great card. AMD continues to sit there and try and improve its overall performance. And we finally have the AMD version of DLSS, which is supposed to launch in about 5 or 6 months, which should help with the ray tracing capabilities on this. But from a raw power performance and cost thing, the 6800 XT is an absolutely great card. And like one of the things I really appreciate is improvements that they've continued to do to drivers, and then performance improvements they continue to do just via updates in general. So great cards, very hard to get, just like 3000 series 3000 series NVIDIA cards, but really like this one, and excited to put this inside of the build today. So yeah, that's going to be great as well. And then finally, I'm using something a little bit new. Of course, oh well, two things. One, we're going to be powering this by the EVGA 850 G5. Radeon isn't near as power hungry in a lot of regards as the 3000 series, so this is going to be more than enough power for our card. And then all in all, the G5 is the top-notch EVGA PSU. Plus, it smells okay. It's not the smelliest power supply, but we'll test that a little later when we get to that part. And then finally, we're going to be using new extensions. I actually chose these. I'm going to start using these a little bit more. I use a lot of Asia Horse, but we're checking out these Formula Mod. They have a little bit just more in terms of color options. So we're going to be using Formula Mod, the red, black, and gray kind of cable extensions. So pretty excited about giving these a go and showing these off as well. So something a little new. This is the newest part of the build in general. So that is all of the parts, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is going to be a good build. I think you guys would say it'd be a good build. And then you guys would also like to potentially win it when the giveaway goes live on April 21st. So who sniffs the power supply? What? Who doesn't sniff the power supply? I wonder if Jacob's watching. If Jacob's watching right now, he's like, I don't think that's the best thing. EVGA, not the smelliest. I don't think that's really what he wants to hear. I don't know. What about the parts list? We just went to the parts list, Blessed Joe, literally just now. We literally did. Yeah, Corsair. I don't know. I'd have to go back. I never remember that. We should have, like, just like we're going to have a bubble waffle off, because bubble waffle offs are going to be critical to the success of our world. The second thing we should do is a PSU smell off. I feel like that is going to be, we got to work on that stuff. So we'll go from there. Let me update the giveaway stuff, because we're already past the $150 Newegg gift card, all our way to the 5600X. So we're going to do the AMD Ryzen, the 5600X giveaway. We got to get to, I forgot to look, crud. We are at 173. Okay, all widgets. So 5600X giveaway. Okay. We need 300. We're at 178. 3, 4. Gosh darn it. Type, Robey. There we go. Okay, good. Next goal is up, guys, and we're keep going. Going from there. Okay, yeah, and don't forget, guys, on top of having the giveaway that we just did for the 5 tier and the one for the 5600X, you guys can still get a chance to get in on those 23070s we're going to give away to 2 lucky subscribers here on the channel. And then finally, don't forget, 700 likes on the YouTube, over at streaming on youtube.com/Robeytech. Just drop over there, hit a thumb up, and then potentially walk away with, help us give away another 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. Call me Squid, thank you for those 5 gifted subs, guys. 183 already. And go ahead. Is this the Airflow or normal 5000D? This is the Airflow version of the 5000D. And going from there, that's the questions. Robey's finger. How are my fingers crossed? My fingers were not crossed. They were not crossed. which thermal tastes best? I would prefer the Chromique. I like the Chromique personally, but you should not be eating thermal paste. Nor are we going to start anything. Nor are we going to start anything like a thermal paste challenge. So please don't eat thermal paste. It's not a good idea. So Enigma Knight's asking, did someone win the giveaway, the gift card? Actually, the way the giveaways work is the more subs, the better the giveaway gets. So it started at a $50 Newegg gift card, and then it keeps climbing. So the more subs, the better the giveaway. It does not stack because I would be poor. That's not how this works. Not Arctic Silk. Yeah, don't drop. Please don't eat that. Please don't eat Grizzly Knot or, you know, liquid metal. You should not do any of that stuff. So you should go from there. And so definitely don't do it. 5,600. So yeah, going from there. The Fractal S2 or the Corsair 5000d. I feel like those are an even switch. The one thing I will say about the 5000d versus the Fractal S2 is that the Corsair 5000d is just a bit easier to build in, a lot more room for putting in components, and it includes a built-in fan hub. I don't remember if the S2 does or not, so I don't remember that going from there. So yeah, you should really not eat thermal paste. I'm not recommending, nor should you. Can somebody clip this, me saying don't eat thermal paste? Don't edit it and say I'm saying to go there. Please don't eat thermal paste. That's not a good idea. So so going from there. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and start building the build. Let's go ahead and start building the build and go from there. And like I said, we've already got an OS on this, so and we've already breadboarded it. So don't worry, there's nothing in terms of don't worry. It's like, hey, it's not going to work in there. Actually, it's all good to go. We're good to go. So yeah. Can I use Colgate as thermal paste? No. That is also another option. I am also not telling you guys that you should replace your thermal paste with like Cheese Whiz. As cool as that would be, it wouldn't be very good for the CPU. I think what you guys are saying is that I should put Cheese Whiz on this giveaway PC. That's what would make you happier. I think that's what you're telling me. Everybody's like, yes, please put Cheese Whiz. And the other thing too is I do want to take a moment and say, like, okay, moment with Robey here. Moment with Robey, guys, real quick. Here we go. Let's go to wide. Let's go to the wide camera here. Corn dogs are good. Stop making fun of corn dogs. Corn dogs are good. That's a public service announcement. They're not just hot dogs. Thank you very much. Yes, you can quote me on that one. You can quote me on that one. They're not just hot dogs. The kind of rhetoric that has been going around on my Discord channel has just been crazy. So we're gonna go from there. Okay, going top down right now. Let's go ahead and pull this out and get this ready to go. Thank you very much for all the people who are agreeing that corn dogs are good, because that is true. And if you don't agree, there's something wrong with you. Oh, I just hit record, and that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, it's a little bit centered here. Get this off. Get you guys a little bit. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about X570, because again, I think we haven't done a little tour. I think I skipped doing the tour yesterday, so I want to walk you guys through an X570 motherboard, because I do get a lot of questions in general about what's the difference between X570 and B550. So let's take out our Robeytech knife. Here it is right here, Robeytech, our Robeytech knife, and walk you guys through a motherboard real quick. Now, we have 1,300 and almost 1,400 people here right now. Who has never built a PC before? Who is this like, you're like, oh my gosh, this is like new and the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, and you are a gosh darn hero for showing us this awesome build. If that's you, can you go ahead and raise a hand? I mean, I'd love to see that. There you go, never built a PC. Okay, cool, and that's good. So let's walk you guys through this real quick. Let me talk you guys through a motherboard. The main reason I do this every show, I try to do it every show if I remember, but I'm old, is just to help you as we work through it and as we connect things to kind of understand why we're doing the things that we're doing. Okay, so up here in the top left is what's called the EPS CPU power connectors. This thing is what gives power to this whole section of the motherboard right here. This is called your VRM, and your VRM is what controls the power phase that goes into your CPU. It's just basically, it's how pure the power is, and then the number of these is how much redundant power you can have. Basically, this 4-pin over here is nothing you need to worry about. The only thing you really need to worry about is 8-pin. Especially if you're not doing anything like what's called extreme overclocking or LN2 overclocking, which is liquid nitrogen, which we're not doing today, nor are 99.999% of you ever going to do. Right here, this is your AM4 socket. This is for Ryzen. This has been around since Ryzen 1st gen. We don't know if the next version of it will actually use this. We are knowing they're going to a smaller CPU processor, so more than likely this will probably update at some point in time, but this is AM4. Over here, this is your RAM. It's dual channel. Basically, some motherboards only have 2, some motherboards have 4. Basically, the only reason that you basically have 4 is that what it does is it allows you to do more RAM with less memory on each individual stick, but there is some cost in terms of what it does to the memory controller, but this is basically dual channel right here, and there's actually, so just because there's 4 doesn't mean it's 4 channel. Up here in the top left is what's called your fan headers. You have one of these that controls your CPU. It's the only one we need to plug in to make sure that there is not an error when you first turn the PC on, which is what's called a BIOS. Your BIOS is where you're going to basically see that error, but it's the only thing that you have to plug in from a fan header standpoint to make this work. Up here, you'll see these 2 little white headers. These are the most, listen to me right now. Those two white connections are the single most important headers on the motherboard because they power what is called RGB. And let me be super clear about something. RGB makes everything run faster. If you have the more RGB, the more percentage frames goes up. We actually have a graph that we showed in the latest video. It can increase the overall performance by 1,000,000%. So the more light, the more boom is essentially what it is. This is true. So it's like, that's what I'm just making sure that you guys know that. Those are very important headers that we showed you right there. Is you need to make sure that you worry about your 1,000,000% for sure. Okay, so down here, this is what's called your ATX. This is your ATX CPU power right here. This is what powers the other 3/4 of this motherboard in general. It's the big 24 pin. It's always the one that looks the most pretty if you do a good job cable managing. This is called USB-C or USB 3.2 Gen 2 is what this is right here. Down here, these are the SATA. We're actually going to use these today, guys, which is new. We don't get to use these very often. These are the SATA connections. This is where we're going to plug in our 12 terabyte SATA drive. So that's what those are. Down here, we've got a front panel connection. This is your front panels. This is where you're going to put your power switch, your reset switch, all that sort of stuff. Again, 2 of the most critical connections right here. Again, 2 more RGB headers, meaning that this board, if you plug something into every single one of them, could be a 4,000,000% increase just with all the RGB that you could potentially run off of this. We got some more fan headers. Right here is the worst connection on the face of the planet. This is your USB 3. You've got 2 USB 2. You've also got a HD audio right here. And then right here, we've got this is like basically a digital display. It keeps you from doing things like basically having to install what's called a PC speaker. So this will throw error codes. And then you can also update the BIOS to do things like show temperatures, etc. Because this is X570, everything on here, the M.2 and all of the PCIe are all PCIe Gen 4. So that on B550, only the first slot of M.2 and the first by 16 slot on the PCI are PCIe Gen 4. The difference between PCIe Gen 4 and PCIe Gen 3 is just the bandwidth and the speed, which is new with 11th gen Intel and obviously with 5000 and 3000 series AMD. We have 2 M.2 slots, one right here and one right here. And then we've got 1 by 16, 2 by 8, and then a couple by 4 or by 1, whichever, you can call them either one, but by 4 PCIe connectors as well. Now, the one thing that's important is that you can actually run like Crossfire and SLI because this is PCIe Gen 4 and it's X570. You have more than enough bandwidth, but it's pretty much dead, so it's not as really big of a deal. So hopefully that's like a tour of your motherboard. Hopefully that helped. And as we plug into things, it'll make things a little bit more clear when we get a little further along. Hopefully, did that help anybody? This motherboard is the X570 ROG Strix from AMD. I'm from Asus. Does using both M.2 restrict the PCIe slots? No, not on this board. My brain is growing. That's what I'm trying to do, King Kerm. Oh, don't forget the I/O. Good call. Okay, so on the back, we also have all the I/O here. A couple things I do want to point out. Something that's pretty special about these particular boards is this button right here. Not all AMD and not all Intel boards have this. This is called BIOS Flashback. What it allows you to do is if in many motherboards, especially if you got an older one that you hasn't been updated, like and you're putting a 5000 series, this allows you to update the BIOS without having a CPU in it. It's called BIOS Flashback. It has different names depending on the motherboard. We've also got USB 3, we've got a 2.5 gig and a 1 gigabyte Ethernet connection. We've got a Type-C, you got Wi-Fi 6, which is included, and then you've also got a bunch of your audio connections as well. So lots of stuff here. Really great board. At $300, it's no surprising this board's fully loaded for what you get. I don't actually know what I should have looked up like what the RAM support is and stuff like that. But the other thing too that's nice about this board is these boards have a tendency to have more support in terms of RAM compatibility as well. Okay, so we've done all the peels. Now we can actually put in our CPU and move on with our live. Everybody's excited. Did anybody learn anything? Did you learn? I don't get why don't ever. Honestly, it's because it's where they choose to spend the money for the board, Kajita. It's not every board is made to do that way. Some do have it. I'm trying to see. Somebody who's saying I'd like to have a clear CMOS button. There are X570 boards that do have clear CMOS buttons. I don't think this was definitely not one of them. I do know that the crosshair ones do. So let's go ahead and grab our CPU right here. This is a Ryzen 9 5950X, which is a great CPU. Can we say great CPU? Great CPU. Okay, now the way that we're gonna install this in this really empty box right here is what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna take it to 90 degrees. That's gonna open it up like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. Look at how empty. Like this is how big the box is. Like there's just like the only thing I need is right here. I'm gonna empty this out. We're gonna do that. Don't need that anymore. We are doing that actually. Linkomatic was saying, hey, you should make a video where you plug in, just show plugging in all the cables. We are doing that actually. We're doing a motherboard guide. So yeah, that'll be coming out soon actually. Okay, so what you're gonna do when you put in your CPU, there's a little arrow in the top left-hand corner. It's gonna drop it in just like that. Wiggle it a little bit just because it's fun. And then you're gonna push this down and then push this underneath. And there you go. There, you've installed the CPU. AMD CPUs are pretty straightforward and easy to install. So there you go. CPU is installed. Next up, let's do the RAM. RAM time. RAM time. Hey, thank you very much for all the subs, guys. Coming up on 200 subs already. What a way to celebrate a 1-year anniversary. You guys are killing it today. Fourth pin is the PW. Yes, that is true. Fourth pin is PW, which is what it does is it's basically PWM, which is, I forgot what it stood for, but it's basically allows variable wattage, and that wattage allows the speed of the speed of the RAM to change versus a 3-pin, which basically runs at full speed. And that fourth pin is what allows you to change that. Okay, so we're gonna take out our RAM like waffles, like bubble waffles. Bubble waffles. Yeah, that's what it is. Pulse modulation. Thank you very much, Sai. You are correct. I'm like, if this was like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I would have failed. They're like, Robey doesn't need to be a millionaire. He sucks. There's a lot of 3-letter acronyms when it comes to PCs, so. Pulse, yeah. Okay, there we go right there. RAM is out like bubble waffles. 39 hex is, yeah, I'd be calling a friend. And I'd be calling, let's see who I'd call. I'd call Adam Little. That's who I'd call. Adam Little, because he was the next person to say it right. Okay, here we go right here. So when you're installing your RAM, there's a little slot on the PCB called printed circuit board. And this, guys, this is a moment. Look at me, look at me, look at me. This is a moment. This is one of those moments in PC building that everybody should get the chance to enjoy. You know what I mean? Or call Ghostbusters. Thank you very much. This is called the RAM click, and I just want you to get ready for this. I hope you're sitting down. Please be sitting down, because this click has been known to make people weak in the knees, like myself, when you're doing your build. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and line this up, and you're gonna put it in there. And then what you're gonna do is that little slot. You're gonna put your hand, your thumbs on both ends like so, and then you're gonna push. Oh, now that wasn't as good. That was a pretty good click. Did you hear that click? We'll get a little closer in right now and do a little bit more close click. But here we go, getting a little closer here. And then here, listen. Oh, those are good quality clicks. That was a good click right there. We don't hear it. Stop. You can hear it. You can hear it. I'm gonna go closer. Here we go. Here we go. Here it goes right here. I'm gonna get really close. You ready? You'll be able to hear this one. I'm all lined up here. Oop, nope, I gotta put it right. Here you go. Ready? Gonna get it lined up. Here we go. Making sure I'm close to the thing. Ready? Here he goes. Click! Did you hear it that time? That was a really good click. I mean, that was a quality click right there. I totally could hear that one. So that was like, that was, yeah, so that was, that, there, so you heard that one. There we go. Okay, there's all your clicks in right there. It's not, yeah, that one wasn't even pushed down all the way. There you go. Okay, all the clicks are in. The RAM is 64 gigs. 64 gigs of, I heard that on my second floor. There we go. We got all the clicks in and we're good to go there. Let's go ahead and install our single M.2, which we're gonna grab our iFixit. I've been watching Jay's 2 cents recently, so he's like, always iFixit. That made me giggle. Good. That was the point. Okay, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna remove the top cover here. There we go. Boom. Boom. There it is right there. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to, and we'll keep this off because one of the holes is gonna be covered here. Now remember, I don't know if you guys, I've talked about this, but I know we have a lot of new people here. We're at 1,500 people right now. The one thing I wanna let you guys know, that if you're ever in the zombie apocalypse, one of the things that people don't know about motherboards is that they come with what is essentially shivs. So if you're ever like, if you're like in a zombie apocalypse, head to your local micro center or you're potentially a Newegg warehouse. This is assuming that, you know, the apocalypse and you're not stealing. But you can go grab these little things. Like some of them, like the MSI ones, they look like tomahawks. Like here you are right here. Like this could save you in the zombie apocalypse. Is you could just go get a couple of these, and there's a ton of them, right? Just open every motherboard. You know, you're good. Aluminum. Well, come on. It's what I got right now. You know, ISIC. You know, we can't be beggars can't be choosers at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But again, you've got options. You've got options for sure. Yeah, survival car. Yeah, you got survival parts. You got thermal paste, which you could probably live on for months. You know what I mean? So if you really needed to, survival. I'm sure thermal. I don't eat thermal paste. I'm just kidding. It does, doesn't it, debunker? Don't eat thermal paste. Please don't do that. That's the last thing I need is like to sit there and people like, oh man. Okay, there we go right there. Let's put this aside. Okay, now we're gonna do, this is I love these NVMe drives, by the way. This is the 850 watt, the new SN850 watt. Wow, I'd hope not. The new SN850 from Western Digital. This is a PCIe Gen 4, 2 terabyte NVMe. Now there's a little slot here in the center. There's a little slot here in the center that you can use. Oh, I'm curious, real quick. If I have another, oh. Is this? No. I want to show you guys something because there's something important here. We don't get this chance very often. So I like to bring this up. One sec, guys. One sec. Go into the other room real quick. Ooh, ow. Ooh, ow. Ooh. Okay. Do we have a? Okay, yeah, here, we'll just use this. This is just for demonstration purposes. Real quick. Okay, we'll take a look. I'll take a look at it. Okay, guys, one thing we don't get a chance to show very often, but every once in a while, I want to show you guys something. Here's something critical here. If you have extra M.2 slots, guys, and like, so for instance, like we have an extra one down here, you could potentially, depending on how fertile your M.2s are, potentially just impregnate it like this. Then afterwards, go ahead and put it in, like I'm doing right here, and then you may, in 6 to 9 months, end up with a baby M.2 in here. So it doesn't always happen, but there's a chance. There's a chance that you could maybe walk away with an M.2, an extra spare M.2. I'm just saying, guys, welcome to Dad Jokes. This is Dad Jokes. Oh man. Oh, it's just fun. That was fun. I love seeing people's reactions to that. If that's all it took to actually make M.2s, people would be like, all right. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pot that in down here. Oh man. Robey After Dark. That wasn't even risque. We're talking about tech. Okay, what you're gonna do is at the bottom, we're gonna make sure we peel off this M.2 pad down here. Make sure it's nice and easy and open. And then we're gonna put this in like that, and like that. Just gonna go seal it down. Okay, getting this down here. There we are. There's that one. And you don't, when you put these on, just screw them down a little bit on each side before, oh, see, because like sometimes you'll think it's in the hole, and it's not. Screw it down a little bit, just because sometimes you can over kind of torque it. So it's always like best to, and then tighten it down once it's all done. Okay, there we go. Okay, so M.2's in. We're gonna put this off to the side because we have to put this in. We have to put that into the case here in a second. But we have one more thing to prepare for this because we're using a NZXT AIO, which means we have to prepare and put our bracket on real quick, which is an easy thing. So we're gonna pop this open. Pop this open real quick. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like the music. Okay, push this off to the side. We're gonna grab our little extra stuff here. There we go. Oh, we grabbed the wrong Z here. Hold on one sec, guys. We grabbed the wrong one of our AIOs here. There we go. 1 second, guys. Give me a moment. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, here's this. Where's it for right here? Okay. We grabbed our sample one, not our new one, so. So that's not a silver egg, that is my Eggy. I got that for my 2020, it's 2020, right? Yeah, 2020, it's my 2020 Eggy Award for my Geek of the Year from Newegg. I actually got the 2021 Influencer of the Year Award as well. Still waiting on my trophy for that. But yeah, that's what that is back there. So, okay, there we go. Got the right one now. Ugh. Did the cartel ship me the GPU? Yes, they did. That's how I got all my GPUs. How many people have done my M.2 trick since I got it? Geek of the Year. Come on, that's a good thing. Being Geek of the Year, that's pretty awesome. I like that title. Okay, now let's grab. That's what I was looking for. Okay, this is the right one. You wish you could be Geek of the Year. Everybody's Geek of the Year. You missed, people, you have to go back and watch the trick for the M.2 trick. I'm not gonna show it twice. I'm only showing it once. He gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. That was like, here's a GPU. Okay, here we go, right here. We're gonna grab our WoW stick, guys. Grabbing the WoW stick here. Gonna go ahead and undo. Wow stick. Love the wow stick. Okay, taking off this. Wow stick. Wow stick. There it is. Wow stick is off. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our AM4. Look, they say they're literally labeled AM4. The AM4 right here. Fully charged wow stick. That's right, it's ready to go. Who else has a wow stick? I know some people bought wow sticks. Who else has wow sticks? We have a link to the wow sticks. We'll have a wow stick link here in just a second. This is the X570, I think it's the F. Just verify. It's the E, sorry, it's the E. Oh, there we go. See, people have gotten wow sticks. There we go. Okay, so here we're gonna do is we have these little screws. They go in the little corners where the brackets used to be installed. I'm gonna go right here, just like that. And there we go. Okay, now this motherboard is officially prepared for its entry into the wild, wild world of the beautiful case we made. So we're gonna get this off the side. But before we do that, let's read a dad joke. Who's ready for a dad joke, guys? Dad joke time. Dad joke time. Who's ready for a dad joke? Here we go. Everybody loves the dad jokes. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. Let's see what we got here. What generation does Forrest Gump belong to? What generation does Forrest Gump belong to? Gen A. I like that one. Gen A. Okay, here's another one right here. There's a fine line between fishing and just standing on the shore like an idiot. Those are both. Those are great. Those are from Super Doomsday. Those are good. I like that one very much. Gen A. If you guys are interested, again, head to my Discord, discord.gg/Robeytech. Go into the dad joke section after you accept the rules. Make sure you accept the rules, because if you don't see anything, that's the reason. You have to accept the rules because we're a family-friendly thing. But go there, click on accept the rules, drop it in there. We'll read, if it's a funny joke, we'll read it off on the channel, and I might even give you credit, which is the whole plan. So running low on the dad jokes, guys. So gotta get some more in there. Thank you for everybody who posts them on a pretty consistent basis. Okay, so next up, let me get this out of the way, and we're gonna strip our case. We're gonna strip our case real quick, so. Okay, here it is right here. This is a custom done one that we did. This is a Corsair 5000d airflow that we customized specifically for the build we're doing today. So this is it right here. We put some, I think overall it looks very, very clean. And then we have an additional touch that you'll see here on the inside once we kind of finish the whole build, but open that up. We'll take this off. And then you also have on the inside there as well, you have that 4.9 boost clock as well. Again, very, very like, kind of like wanted like an American Muscle type thing in there. Hey, Jug, thank you very much for that stuff. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I love the way this whole case came out. We're gonna strip it down to its bare essentials right now and prepare it for the parts, the components that are going into it. There we go, right there. And then we're gonna take this off. There we go. Grab our tape that's at the top here. And also right there. Okay, so we got all that stuff out there. And we're gonna take this back plate off, not the back plate, but the back cover. There you go. Back cover's off now. And then we also have tape back here. Done. And then one last piece on the very back is the cable management guard. essentially. So we're just gonna lift this up like that, take that off. There we are right there. And then we have some extra parts in here that we don't need because of a configuration we're not doing in this case, so we're good there. We're gonna grab our extra bits, and there we go. Okay, case is stripped. What we can do, right, why don't we do this real quick, because we can. Let's go ahead and we'll keep that out, and then we'll install our hard drive here in just a second. But now our case is all stripped, ready to go, and we're gonna go ahead and go to this. Put this down. Put our top down. And there you go. There's our case ready to go. We're gonna strip our cables out in a second, but our fans out in a second, but we'll go and get our M.2 in here. Our motherboard. And then get this installed, and then we'll move on. And there we go. Thank you very much, Ryan, for the $4.99. You are incredible. I appreciate you, my friend. There we go right there. There we go right there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our other screwdriver and get this screwed in. Yes, the case already came with the risers in it. It's set up for ATX. No, I don't think that's in yet. There we go. Just get this screwed in real quick. The main reason I don't use the WOW stick on this is you can over torque these pretty easily. So it's just easier to do it with just a standard magnetic screwdriver. So I know some people are like, oh, Robey's back to archaic caveman screwdriving. And it's like, I was almost saying caveman screwing, but that doesn't sound right. Caveman screwdriving. And so that's the reason why is I don't want to over torque those. Hey guys, don't forget, I'll go through, I'll remind people in just a second. Let me just get this inside, and then before we get to fans, I'll remind people about giveaways and run them through the YouTube stuff. Okay, almost done. And there we go. Very cool. That's all installed and ready to go. Okay, we're good there. Now we're gonna grab our little cover that we didn't put in because we wanted to make sure it lined up and everything was good there. Pop that down like so. It's 64 gigs at CL16 JPEG, New York, so it's good RAM, very good RAM. What's this? It's PC Building. What do you mean, Short Stack? That's what it is. You're watching PC Building live on Twitch. No, tomorrow, JRR. Don't download it today. Download it tomorrow. Don't download it today. We'll download it tomorrow. That's where we're going. What do the numbers on the left represent? Oh, that's, yeah, so I'll go through that in here a second. Why don't we take a moment now, and then we'll get ready to do the fans. But anyway, guys, for those of you, well, let me open this, because I think the dashboard's wrong again. Yeah, there's a lot of people here. Anyway, guys, welcome. My name is Just Robey. I'm the host of Robeytech. Robeytech is a show that happens 3 times a week, but for the next couple weeks, it's going to be 4 times a week. 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting at 5:30 p.m. I am the host. This is a PC Building Twitch stream. We actually do some gaming afterwards as well. That'll usually be on Fridays. But today we're building an AMD PC that we're going to be giving away on April 21st in conjunction with AMD and Newegg. We do PC build commissions, we do all sorts of things, but the primary purpose of the show is to build PCs and then also to do some additional gaming, like what we're doing tomorrow for Raid Shadow Legends. The other thing too is that we have some giveaways. We have 3 giveaways that are going to happen on the show today. First one, the first half of it's already started. That's for the, if we get to level 5 hype train twice during the stream, we'll give away a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. If we get 700 likes, on the live stream on YouTube right now over at youtube.com/Robeytech. 700 likes, we'll give away another 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. Now people are asking, what about that bar down in the corner? Well, that bar is basically a bar that giveaways increase the more subs that we get here on the stream. So we're at 221 subs right now. If we get to 300 subs, we'll give away a 5600X. If we get to 450, it becomes a 5800X. If we get to 600, it becomes a 3060, and then it keeps growing from there. Now, the question that people are having, we also have two giveaways that are happening there off stream. The first one is we have two 3070s that we're giving away to 2 lucky subs for the month of April. The way that you get in on that is if you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, pop on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech, drop your free Amazon Prime subscription, and you're going to be entered to win. Now, if you want to get extra entries towards winning one of those GPUs, all you got to do is either gift subs, like a lot of people are doing, or you can do things like subscribe at tier 2 or tier 3. That also gets you extra entries as well. In fact, it gives you a bunch of extra entries because those are our highest level tiered. Lastly, we also have the Intel build that is currently being given away. We have a giveaway link for that that's going on from there. And then we'll have three other PC builds we'll be giving away this month as well. So that is all the giveaways. We also have 2 PCs that I'm going to be selling at the very end of the show that are just extra PCs that we had for giveaway that people didn't actually, commissions we built for and then we didn't actually get to use. So anyway, that's all the stuff that's going on today. That is a recap. We're going to get back to PC building. If you want to know the specs for the build, and again, we're giving this build away on the 21st is when the whole giveaway starts. You can check those down in the description below on YouTube, or our mods are going to start putting it in all the different channels, so you can click on the links and see all the stuff that we're putting inside of this. But we did run through the parts a little earlier on. So that's it. That's the plan. We should wrap up around 9 o'clock tonight. That's usually what happens, 9 o'clock PST. Sometimes it may be a little bit sooner if the build goes smooth. So yeah, should be good. So there you go. There's your rundown. Make sure you pop on over and all that sort of stuff. That's the plan. Okay, let's go to side view though, because we're gonna take out our fans here. Okay, fan time. This is always the slowest part. Oops. It would help if I put it the right way. We're gonna get our fans out, rip our fans out. Rip our fans out. Not you. I love you, not you fans. You fans are great. I'm talking about the fans that are in the case right now. Now I did ask, which I thought was pretty funny. We're thinking about creating an OnlyFans site that is pictures of OnlyFans. Hey, $9.99. Thank you very much, Ryan. I need help with my parts. I don't know if somebody was, one of my mods was able to see that, but if somebody from the tech team could reach out and see what his question was and maybe get the guy some help. Sorry guys, there's 1,600 people here and it's gonna grow as the show goes on, so it makes it really hard to see it. I super appreciate the super chat though, and I want to get you your help. So we do get your help, and I see that's what you're asking for. We'll have one of our tech specialists reach out and see if they can answer your question, because they're really good at that stuff too. Hey, thank you very much for saying the nice desk. Thank you very much for liking and sharing. And thank you very much for all the gifted subs, guys. Super awesome. We're on a 2 of 39 on our way towards that first CPU giveaway. Okay, there we go, right there. And today is my 1-year anniversary on Twitch. Can we get some hype in the channel? Some hype in the channel for 1 year on Twitch, guys. And it's been a great year. It's been so much fun. A wonderful community, both on YouTube, Twitch, across the board. And it's so awesome to have all of you guys here with me. So really, really enjoying it. Okay. Now we are going to, just because of the limitations, we are going to be keeping the black fan in the back. I still think it's going to look good, which is okay. So we're going to keep the black fan in the back, but we are going to be replacing all of the other fans with QL 120s instead of ML 120, instead of the fans that come with the NZXT. So these front fans are going to be RGB. So let's go and grab them and get them installed. And the reason for that is just adding another fan adds a whole level of complexity. If you watch my RGB guide, you'll know that Corsair kind of works in groups of 6. Their hub supports 6, and so if I have a 360 AIO and then 3 fans in the front, unfortunately that is filling up all 6. So once you add 7, you have to add a whole nother lighting node, etc., and that just becomes problematic. So that's why we're doing this. Now, unfortunately, the other thing too is that with every single QL fan, we also have to peel both sides. So I have 10. Okay, so that's Clunes has 10, which means he's got, is it 10? Who are they from, Clunes? 411, I'm just curious what fans you're using. Because again, some of them, like for instance, if you use 10 Fantex fans, you could actually daisy chain them all together. Oh, Corsair. So you have 2 fan hubs, which is okay. For 10 fans, it makes sense. But to have a fan hub for just 1 additional fan is kind of weird. Hey, welcome, TJ. TG. Who's mad? Nobody's mad. The 5600X could be for today if we get more subs. There we go. One more fan to peel. This is all very appealing. That's a terrible joke. That's right. RGBs are the Lamborghinis of the world. It's also the Ferraris and everything else. How do you have 7 on 1? That doesn't even make sense. It only has 6 slots. I know what you meant, Clunes. I don't know if I won the shuffle. I'm guessing I didn't. Usually you know if you won the Newegg shuffle because you get the notification right at 3 o'clock. And I did not get my notification, so I'm assuming that I did not win today. There's some pretty good options, some 3060s, 3070s on the list today. Yours came late? I need to look. I need to see, let me see. Oh, I don't have things over there. I'm guessing I did not win. I'll definitely have to look before the end of the stream because you only have so much time to purchase. Let's look, did I win the shuffle today? I'm guessing no, but a man can dream. I did not, so far I did not get a win. Did not get a W. There's a company that makes splitters specifically for Corsair RGB. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I'll have to look into that. If you can send me the link, that'd be great. People are asking, when will GPUs return to normal MSRP? So shortages for the GPUs will more than likely last through the entirety of 2021. In terms of when they will go back to their pre-tariff prices, that is up to the administration of the United States of America, unfortunately. So, okay, there we go. Okay, all of our fans are finally out and ready to be popped into our thing. I didn't. Okay, good. I need to just grab the fan. Here's all of our screws. You're screwed. I only need 2 of these though. Now, luckily, this is Corsair, so we'll use Corsair. This will be the same fan stuff there. Okay, here we go. And we'll make sure we'll make sure our icons are the right way. Okay, so we're gonna pull this stuff through. Make sure all our icons are the right direction like we're supposed to. Where's my screwdriver? Oh, there it is. And I always do the first screw with a regular screwdriver. Because the wow stick doesn't seem to hold it as well. Then, once you have the first one in, you can use the wow stick. There we go. Wow stick for the win. And by the way, please don't tell me that icon is upside down because this one spins, guys. Remember. Okay, first fan is in. We had some poor person who forgot that yesterday, but I just wanted to remind somebody. They're like, "Oh, you did it wrong." No, I didn't. Okay, there we go. Next fan is ready to go in. Oops, it would help if I actually took my screws out here. There we go. More screws, just get them all out. There we go. Always like the kind of the slowest part of the build is just getting the screws up. There we go. Okay, once our first one's in, we can use the wow stick for the others. Wow stick! Make sure our label's right, correct. There we go. In like Flynn. Oh no, Robey, what are you doing? I almost put that in backwards. We almost had backwards fan. Pay attention to Robey. Jeez, Robey. Yeah, that no wonder that icon was right, because it's in the wrong. Put it on backwards. Good job, Robes. There we go. Now it's right. Okay, let's do this again, and the right way this time. I went to go spin that. I was like, wait a minute, it's not spinning. Okay, now it's right. I can make mistakes too, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't make fun of me. I can make mistakes. Yeah, Robey the noob. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I caught it before it was all done. Caught it before it was all done. There we go. Okay, last fan. Let's make sure I don't put this one in backwards. Okay, that's in right. The icon's the right way. Okay, here we go. Okay, fans in. Ooh. No, stay on the screw. There you go. Okay, last screw. There we go. Okay, screws are in. We're good there. Make sure all our stuff is out and good. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's that. Now, next up, let's go ahead and we actually have all our motherboard. Thank you very much, $5. Thanks, TNT. Appreciate the $5 for putting in the backwards fan. Really appreciate that. Okay, so we've got everything in place right now. What we're gonna do now is we're going to go ahead and put together our AIO, which is the next part of this whole thing. And then we shall move on. Once we get the AIO mounted, we're about halfway through the build at that point, guys. Who's having fun? Who is having fun? AIO. And on his AIO, he had a farm. AIO. Whew. Good, I'm glad you guys are having a blast. Everybody's having a good time. That's good. Oh, good. Woo! Okay, here we go. Let's get this open. Ready? I'm gonna open it in like a great way. Ready? That's like I'm trying to be like super dramatic. There we go. Okay. That was a very dramatic way to open up. All right, yeah. Ugh. Don't drop it. I had too much cereal. Yeah, not enough bubble waffles though. That's the problem. Is I would be much more. I'd be much more subdued if I had more. I'd had bubble waffles. Bubble waffles are the key to my success. Okay, woo, that. There's that. The other stuff is over there. Okay, cool. We have everything out. Cable's over there too. Boom. Time for a dad joke. I gotta look to see if we have any more. I'll do one after I get the AIO mounted. Okay, this one's gonna go in like this, like a so, which means I wanna put the, oh, I need to get the fans out. That's how it goes though. Fans, I need the other fans. No, I don't need that fan. Okay, next fans. I am down a fan in here. I'm gonna have to go get another fan. Felt like this one was a little light. There's that. Gonna go grab another fan. I'll be back. Woo-hoo. Gotta grab one more fan. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Last fan. I'm a big fan guy, that's right. There we go. Okay. Okay, fans are in. Get these done and then we'll get it put together and get it all in mounted and good to go. There we go. One moment, come on. There we go. Cool. Makes it easier to find them when we do the other side. Let's get these off real quick. It's a little bit longer to prep these things. Okay, cool. We're good. Okay, now we're gonna grab our hardware, which is right here. And there's our top down. Get this ready. And that is done. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the WOW stick. Get these in. You don't want to get too tight. We're just gonna get them on, so we do each corner real quick. There we go. There we go. And next. No, these are Corsair IQs. These are not NZXT. I wanted to do IQ. I wanted the IQ fans, not the NZXT fans. Yeah, and these the AER ones, yeah, I'm not like they don't have quite the RGB look I would like with this particular build. I want lots of red. There we go. Just getting our screws in now. Hey, Presmic Robel. Well, thank you for the welcome from Poland. Getting our stuff in real quick. Yeah, you want a sea of red. AMD red everywhere. Favorite case company? I would say it's Fantex so far. Though I'm starting to become a pretty big fan of Antec. Really been digging Antec's, like their D600 Flex, which we're going to be doing a build in here pretty soon, and I love like their Dark Cube. So yeah, 642 likes on YouTube. Yeah, baby. Yeah. AMD can be red, orange. That Radeon is red, so I have a tendency to do red and orange. But we're gonna do red. They do both. I'm a Fantex fanboy, that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna get all of these laid out like so. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my giant case of zip ties, or as the Verge calls them, tweezers. This build sponsored by The Verge. Not. Yeah, get this in. What we're doing is this is just going to make it a lot easier for us to to put it all in here. There we go. And a little bit further down. There we go. Okay, cool. There's that. It's all in. We're ready to go. Ready to install that. What am I looking for? Looking for, where is it? Oh, there it is. I was like, where's my cutters? There they are. We're gonna cut these zip ties. Again, what I did, guys, is I zip tied these together, so that way they're like this right here. So what I did is I zip tied these. It just makes it easier to run them through the case a little bit easier just for cable management purposes. Okay, so we got this done. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this. I need this out. And then okay, I need these. This. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly get all of our, there you go, get all of our stuff kind of prepared. Here, I'm just spending some time making it faster once I get to the point of putting this inside the case. But now I've got the AIO together, and I'll go ahead and do a dad joke in just a second. What's your favorite GPU? Oh, that's a tough one. I'd say probably at this point in time, I really love the light bar on the any of the For the Win 3s. I think a close second is probably the ROG Strix. Truth be told, I just now finally got a hold of an Aorus 3080, and it's got that little screen on it. And they just updated Gigabyte, the Gigabyte software. It was a while ago, but being able, I want to see what it's like to update that specifically. So that's kind of where it's at. Favorite CPU right now is probably the 5900X or the 5600X. I really like both of those CPUs. 5600X just because of its value, what it is for what it costs, and then the 5900X again is just a great CPU for the price. So 5800 is kind of a weird one, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's kind of in a weird spot. That's all. Okay, so I got everything out and ready for our build install. Shove this extra stuff in here for later. It always, again, sometimes I like to feel like I'm rushing these builds, but I will tell you guys this, as you're building, just taking the time to clean up things as you go is going to help you just stay organized, which is critical, right? You want to stay organized. as you're doing the build, because it's just like you're gonna find that you're gonna have an easier time just kind of knowing where things are. I'm gonna still need something out of that, but I am just making sure I don't have parts thrown everywhere. It just makes it a lot easier to kind of just progress through things. Okay, I only will need this one. I'll need that out. I can get rid of this. There's that. I can go in the garbage. This is the spare one. I think I put this back in, didn't I? Yeah, it's the spare one. So just keeping things cleaned up as we go is always just like a nice, like it's a little extra tip. When you can't. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, we're good there. We'll be using that later on. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab our case and prepare to put our AIO in it. AIO. But before I do this, just because I have the case down, I'm gonna go ahead and mount my hard drive. This 12 terabyte hard drive we have here. That we have. There we go. Yeah. And just like that, hard drive is mounted and we're good to go. Okay, now we've got everything kind of cleared up. You can go ahead and zoom out a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more on this on the table here. There it is. There we go. And let's get our case up here in preparation for our AIO installation. Ugh. Ugh. Side view. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to basically grab our connection cables for our AIO. Get these undone. It's kind of like your last couple little bits before you get to just mount it in here. I've got everything kind of pre-prepped to put this together. Okay. So it says connect all this stuff before turning on. Yeah. Oh, goes like this. Oops. There's that. I will put the GPU in when it's time to put the GPU in. Calm down. It's coming, but it's not time to put it in yet. It's usually when I get, like, after I get my front panel connections and my first round of cable management done, is always when I get to the GPU install. Okay. Now, luckily, this case is actually very tall. There's a lot of room to do installations here, to put things in here, so it's not as problematic. A lot like that Asus case that I did just the other day. So, okay, so we're gonna get all this stuff done, and we're just gonna slightly run it all up here. Just like that. And this is why we cable tie it, because it just makes it really easy to pull it through. Hey, Flawless, thank you very much for all of the gifted subs, dude. 5 gifted subs, appreciate you, my friend. Okay, so now, that's why we pre-prep our screws. They're ready to go. They're running here. We're gonna stop in the top right-hand corner, get that screwed in. Then I'm gonna go to the opposite side, but not quite as far in. Okay. It's hitting something. I need to move. Okay, now, and now put this down and finish screwing in the tops. Put a top down there so you guys can see a little bit better. And once we get that one in, now we can do the rest with the wow stick. Makes this a whole lot faster. And this is why we just pre-prepped them, because you can just basically quickly grab them. They've already got the washer. There we go. One thing I wish about the NZXT AIOs is that I wish they used flat screws instead of round top screws. A lot of top mounted AIOs have really nice filters, dust filters. Luckily the Corsair one doesn't sit completely flat, so this doesn't keep it, but like the Lee, when you use the NZXT one, especially if you're gonna try and top mount it, it just can be a little weird. So, and sometimes you can't even get the case closed because the screws aren't flat. There we go. Okay, cool. There we go. AIO, all the screws are mounted now. We're gonna go to side view one more time, bring it up. We're gonna hook up one cable. We're gonna get basically our pump ready to mount and run the other cables through, and then we'll be pretty close to done here in terms of the build. I mean, in terms of the AIO stuff, anyway. Not the build. The build's still got a long way to go. Luckily, there's still quite a bit of room in the back here. Oh, come on. There we go. All I'm doing right now is pulling all of our cables through. Okay, come on. There it is. Okay. Okay, build is progressing quite well. Got a couple more cables to run up through here, and then just a lot of cables for this. Like the one thing that's nice about the H510 or the H150 or the H110 or the one of the Corsair is like a single cable. NZXT hasn't quite gotten there yet. Okay. Okay, so we now have all of the cables in. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay this down. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead, I have to see about something. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a cable extension and see if I need to mount this. This is our 8-pin. Oh, this thing is, okay, there it is. Wow, this is like already cable combed, like thin. Okay, so we're gonna grab our one. Here's our cable extensions, which are actually kind of nice. I like the cable extensions. Already pre-cable combed, which is nice. Hopefully the right direction. Nope, not the right direction, but now, so we'll have to switch this over. Fine. Not as thick as Age of Horse. But still very nice looking cables. So we're switching the direction on these cable combs because they come pre-attached. See if I get lucky and all of them, I don't even have to do one of them. And this is just so we can get our CPU cable plugged in. There we go. Okay, there's our cables. I'm just installing it in the top left here. There we go. Oh no. This has, okay, there's a way, here's how we're gonna have to do this. Which is, oh, it's actually, it's an easy thing. Loosen this. There we go, now I have enough room. Okay, cool. There we go. That takes care of that. And then we're going to push this back up. And our rear. I went quite that high. Okay. A little more in the middle. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're ready to mount our AIO. But you guys are ready for a dad joke. That's what you guys are ready for, right? Dad joke time. Who's ready for a dad joke? Okay, dad joke time. I want that sponsorship. Okay, let's get our ice. Let's take a drink of our ice. Good to go. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Dad joke. Okay, Agent Epsilon says, I saw someone robbing an Apple store. The police marked me down as an eyewitness. Okay, this is bad. Okay, this is from is it Minervus? What do you get when you drop a piano down a mine shaft? A flat miner. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Okay, now we're ready for, let's go ahead and get to mounting our stuff, and then we'll get to the back and get all our stuff hooked up. But we're gonna lay this down nicely. We gotta figure out how to mount this thing there. That looks okay. I like the way that looks, actually, top down. There's our one cable that we added right there from the side there. You guys should be able to see them. I'm gonna make sure we got a good view. Yeah, so you can see there's our one red and black cable stuff. I like the way these look. What we need now is this is the part where we figure out how we're gonna mount this. Our CPU fan is gonna go right here on the right-hand side. Okay, so it never is gonna be, it's usually gonna have to be like down, is what it usually has to do, is that we end up with like a top and then like this, because this will not clear the right side, so. There we go, just like that. Now I know when we start it, it's gonna be sideways, but we'll fix it, don't worry. And there is thermal paste pre-applied, guys. So somebody asked a question, what about thermal paste? The thermal paste is already on it. There we go. There we go. Last one goes right here. Okay, now one more. Okay, cool. Okay, so now all our stuff is done. Just gonna push this under. And then we'll pull it all taut. There you go. Okay, and we'll pull it all taut up here. Okay, now we're just gonna go to the side camera. so you guys can see this. All of our cables tight. And then just because we want to hide everything, and then cable management. Ooh. Okay. Okay, now I will take a zip tie, make sure this is all tight and it looks nice, and then we can hook up all of our stuff in the back and get onto some light cable management for the first round. Okay, so we're gonna put this down a little bit so I can get to it. A little loose there. Top down. Again, this is where cable management comes in. You just want to make sure it looks extra nice. And what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of get all these together. That's what we want to do here. Make them look as much like a single cable as humanly possible. Adds a little bit of that extra polish that you want here. Just keeps it nice and clean looking. Keeps it nice and clean looking throughout the entire build. This looks good. It only takes one. There we go. And then kind of spin it under. We'll get that ugly plastic thing there. There we go. There you go. Now you've got a nice clean group of cables there, and it looks good. Now this is going to be sideways. We'll change it in software. No big deal there. I know everybody, like I'm still going to get somebody who's going to say, hey, it's sideways. Yes, I know. It's sideways. I get it. Okay. Okay, so AIO is pretty much done. We're going to turn this over and start doing cable management. Kind of a down part, but at the same time we get to talk and have conversation and get to know each other intimately, like we really need to. But yeah, this shouldn't be so bad, just because there's all we have is the six RGB fans. Looks like a mess right now, but we'll get it cleaned up. Okay, these, we actually do care about the three RGB, the three fans here. Hey, Stabby, thank you very much for that, my friend. Getting close to the first big giveaway for the show. That's awesome. There we go right there. Here's our three fans. And we want these to be controlled by the AIO, so we're going to take these three fans and plug them in up here. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Oop, that's not a fan. That's not a fan. It was trying to be a fan, but I caught it. I caught it. Now, you're a fake fan. There we go. Now we got all the fans. Okay, so this is all done. This is going to get plugged into here later. I do need this, and I need this separate. Okay. This can all be, I'm going to go ahead and unplug this here. There we go. Okay. This is going to go right here. This is fan number 3. That's fine. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take all of this right here, which we don't care about. That I do care about. I'm going to bundle it up into a little bundle of joy up here at the top. Try and make it look as clean as possible. Okay, here we go. Now that is all of our AIO stuff, which is why it's important to kind of bundle it together. Okay, and we'll take one more. And this will be like the keep it in place one. There we go. Now, the one thing that's kind of sad about this particular case is that we're going to put a cover down on it, and then you won't be able to see any of this, but okay, we still care. There we go. Now our stuff, that's our cables for all of our AIO stuff right there. Nice and cabled up. Okay, next up, let's take all these. We're gonna run these all through here. There we go. Let's finish it out, guys. Let's get that 5600X, because then that means that we'll be getting towards bigger prizes for when we get to the what's called the hype train, which is always the good stuff. So then we can like maybe potentially, I'd love to see if we can get up to a 3060 again. I have a Zotac one that we have, you know what I mean? Sorry, a EVGA one. We got some ones, so let's see if we can get there. Okay, there we go. What we're gonna do here is we get this one tightened. See if somebody can give us the last, like what are we at? Like we only need 13 more subs. Super close there, guys. Okay, so this is just to create a channel. Once I get it nice and tight there, create another channel over here. And if you do it on the other side, there we go, and then you get a nice tight channel there. There we go. Okay, nice tight channel across there now. A weem away in the jungle, the mighty jungle. Can't sing more than that because then I'll get a DC or whatever it is called. Okay, this hopefully has the room to go. Yeah, it should be. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is we're just gonna simply hook up our fans and our other things. There it is right there. Okay. Now, so this one is gonna go right here. Okay, and then these two are gonna go up here. That's gonna take care of all of our fans. All our fans are now hooked up. Then what I'm gonna do here is I wanna move these into this center part right here, but I'm not gonna get too crazy on the cable management for this yet until we get everything else hooked up. Okay, so this is gonna go up here, that's your USB. And the last thing I need is this, which is for all our RGB. And we'll do our last cable management after we hook up all of our RGB here. There it is right there. We want this one pointed down. There's our RGB hub. Okay, so these will be 4, 5, and 6. And these will be 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I want this to actually go like this. We'll take this one as well. Rotate and twist. There we go. And the big thing you're trying to do right here is you just want all of this stuff to look even. So you're just like pulling and kind of moving around until it kind of looks even. So you can get it to look kind of like a set bunch like this. And then what you do is you can kind of polish it up here by using the same thing on the other side. There we go. We'll do one more up here as well. And what you do is once you have this one, like you can use this one like this, right? Okay, and then snip, snip, snip. There you go. So nice clean bunch there. And then for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of, the hope is to have all these be, what we're going to do is we're going to have all these be in this clump down here. So I kind of want to get this stuff out, which I will. But this one, I really just want to kind of have a single line over. That's what I'll do when I'm getting to there. But for the most part, what we can do now is actually go to front panel connections, and then we'll do the other cable management. Okay. Now we have all of our cables that we don't need to worry about right now. Go ahead and get that out of the way. And let's go ahead and put this. We're going to go ahead and label this one down. There we go. Okay. So here's all our cables. Blah, 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 blah. Cable, cable, cable. So these are our front panels. Right here, these are going to go right in here. Front panel connectors. Right here. Down in there. This is a fan header. I'm hoping there's a fan header right here. Not sure. Okay, USB-C and USB 3. USB 3 is down here. Like so. USB-C is actually up here, so we'll take care of that here in a minute. USB 3 is down here. USB 2 is down here. That takes care of that. We have another USB 2, which is one of those things we got to worry about. That also goes right here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to run that the way I'd like, but I can run it under this, which is good. I'll run it under this as well. That way it's cleaner. I just want clean. I'm gonna go right there. There's USB. This is power. We don't have anything for that yet. Okay, USB-C. Oh, HD audio goes over here. And lastly, we have our USB-C. It's actually gonna not be in here. It's gonna go, I think, I need to go up one, but we'll see. Probably needs to go right here, I think. There we go. Okay, that should be everything. So everything should be in the right place when we turn this over. We're gonna have a lot of cables kind of sticking out. No big deal. We'll fix that here in a minute. We're gonna take a drink of our ice and go from there. Oh. Okay, here we go. Turn it over. Okay, first one we're gonna hook up is USB-C. But it doesn't go that way, it goes this way. There we go. Easy. Okay, we have a fan header down here that's just barely hanging in here, so we're gonna hook that up. And I'll show you, I'll zoom in and show you guys all the stuff I hooked up and where it goes, so don't worry. I don't know if you guys care, but I care. And I'm trying to give you the Care Bear stare. No, trying to give you the 411, so if you do this later, I mean, I know I have some step-by-step guides, but you might want to build the same PC, so make it a little easier for you if you do, unless you win, and then you won't have to do this. Okay, that's power plus and minus. It seems to be staying in the wrong direction now. Okay, power plus and minus. There we go. Oops. Didn't quite get it in. This is a miss. Here we go. Okay. Now the main reason I pushed all this stuff down is so that way I know I need to pull it taut. That's what that's for. What's that? Okay. USB 3, the worst connection on the planet. Just make sure you do it at a 90-degree angle. Or if you don't, there we go. Luckily I did that right. Okay, then we have our two USB 2 right here. We're gonna do the shorter one here. Give ourselves some more room. There we go. Other USB right next to it. Like that. Push all that through. And then the last one is HD audio, which goes right here. Okay. Front panels are all plugged in now. Okay, cool. And then I'll walk you guys through what I just did. Everything else is done. Okay, let's zoom in and show you guys real quick what I did, so you guys can see what I hooked up. Okay, so starting up here, USB 3.2 Gen 2, USB-C, also known as, right underneath here. Again, trying to keep the cable as straight as possible. Might even be hidden by the hoses. Down here, we've got our front panel connectors. Hey, thank you very much for the $2, man. Appreciate that. Front panel connectors right here. This is your power switch, your reset switch, and then power plus and minus. Next to this, we got our fan header, which powers the fan hub that's in the back here. We have our USB 3 right here, which is like just a gnarly looking cable, but it is what it is. It's just kind of the way it is. Next to this, we have a, what's the word I'm looking for? Two USB 2. One is to our AIO. The other is to the lighting node that controls all of the RGB for the QL fans. And then finally at the far left is our HD audio, which is our front panel connectors. So that's all of the front panels hooked up. We're just gonna turn this over, do the rest of our cable management, and then we can put our GPU in and all of our cables. So we're actually in good shape. We should be getting pretty close to having the next hype trade. We're at 312, so I should probably update that real quick. Whoo! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Okay, so we're at 312. We're on our way to a 5800X. We need to get to 450. We're at 312. Okay, guys, we're getting close to GPUs. Okay, let's zoom out again so you guys can see the rest of this cable management fun that we're gonna do. Because now that all the cables are in the right place, we can focus on making this look nice. Which is what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so first one we're gonna do is grab our, this won't take too long, luckily. Now, if you didn't want to care, you don't have the option. You do have the option in this case. Main reason being is that this case actually has a cover that goes over the whole thing, but because this is an educational show and you guys are learning about science and technology, I want you guys to learn the maximum you can. And so that means that I'm going to take my time and actually cable manage this the way it should be. And some people will enjoy that. Some people, that'll be a genuine treat. For others, you just want to be like, you're like, please, turn it on, Robey. Okay, we're gonna run this straight up like that. We're gonna do 2. Again, what we're trying to do is just make channels, like clean places for stuff to exist. We're kind of making sure that everything is channeled together, trying to minimize and make it look like there are far less cables than there actually are. Just little tricks that make things look nicer. Okay, there we go. And then now what we can do, now we've got everything kind of into this little channel here, like this. Now we can take a little bit of time, simply zip tie this stuff down, and it'll make it look very, very nice. There we go. There we go, there's one. It's kind of like the beginning of the end for these gnarly looking cables. There we go. And next up, there it is. There we go. And lastly, we get down to this. Now this all looks very, very clean and sweet up here, which is what we want. Now I can work on the down below part. Okay, so now we have these, which is kind of a more interesting trend here. And let me start the music again. Okay, music start again. There you go. Now, unfortunately, there's only so far I can push these. So I'm gonna end up with like almost like a second channel, unfortunately, just because of how this is gonna work. So I'm gonna try and this I might be able to mush. How much can I push this? I might be able to push this all the way in here actually. And I can't do it with this one though. I'm trying to think what might look cleaner if I do this. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot I can do here. I could actually, potentially, this over here maybe? Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to do one and then the other one further in. Try and bring it in as best we can. Okay, then this is our HD audio, which is we're just gonna group down here for the other extra stuff here. We have some extra cables here. Sure, all this stuff is tight. Having a one little cable thing can't fix right here. There we go. Now we still have a SATA cable I need to plug in for our hard drive. We'll get that done here in a minute. Again, I'm just trying to get cables clean. I'm going to do this. There we go. That one looks okay. Okay. That's still pretty dang clean. Okay, let's take up all these and then you'll see like nice and channeled. There we go. Then you have like a nice clean channel looking build. Just one little kind of group of cables that I'm not the happiest with, but sometimes you just don't have a lot of options, you know what I mean? What we can do here is all of our power cables. Fortunately, they're not all going to be able to fit, but we can run down into this. Oops. Oh no. There we go. There we go. And then these are going to stay loose, but then all of our power cables are all in one like location. And we still have our main one that's still got to go in there. This one can go right here too. And then we'll be good. I wonder if I can get, I might be able to pull, yeah, I might be able to pull that one right there. This will go up there. Okay, cool. Well, there, at least now all that stuff's done. We can turn this over, make sure, get our front panels in. Let's go ahead and drop in, just because, let's go and drop in our hard drive. There we go. Now we are gonna push this over here in a minute when we get finished, but let me grab the cable we need for it. Okay, and then this is going to go right in here, pretty sure. There we go. Let's plug this in real quick, and then we'll do our AIO. I mean our GPU. There we go. Okay, cool. Now all of our stuff is hooked up. Let's go ahead and do our GPU, get our cables plugged in, and all that fun stuff. Let's start with, let's go ahead and do this first, then we'll do our GPU afterwards. And again, it's backwards. Yep, it's backwards. Not quite GPU time, guys. Hold on, I'll tell you when. I know you guys are excited. I'm pretty sure we've hit the cooldown for the hype train. Does anybody want to give it a go? Let's go and see if we can get. Let's go ahead and see if we can get hype train. Well, why don't I just take a second and real quick and remind people. Hey guys, so we have a couple giveaways that we're about to do because we're getting close to where hype train and all that stuff goes in there. The first one that's going to happen is we have, for those of you who don't know, my name is Justin Robey. I'm the host of Robeytech. Robeytech is a show dedicated to PC building, which you're watching right now. The PC we're building is going to be given away on April 21st as part in conjunction with Newegg and AMD. We have two giveaways that are happening on the show. Well, three total, sorry. The first is for Level 5 Hype Train. We already did one really early on for really early on in the stream. Got Level 5. We get two of those during the stream. We give away a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. There it is right there. So Level 5 has just started. We get a second one, then we give away the 1 terabyte NVMe. If we get 700 likes on the YouTube, which I think has probably already happened, then we'll also give away an additional 1 terabyte NVMe as well. Now down at the bottom left, you see that 5800X giveaway. If we get to 450 If we get to 450 subs, we'll give away a 5800X. If it gets to 600 subs, it becomes, if it gets to, 600 subs, it becomes a 3060, and then 750 becomes a 3060 Ti. So there's some options that are growing there, especially if we go stuff like that. This is also my 1-year anniversary. So we're celebrating 1 year on Twitch. So I appreciate all the incredible support as we just hit 324 subs. Now, lastly, we're giving away 2 3070s to 2 lucky subscribers here on Twitch. All you got to do to get in on that, if you're at twitch.tv/Newegg or youtube.com/Robeytech, pop on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech, drop your Amazon Prime subscription, and you potentially could win a GPU, which should be awesome. Now, if you want to get extra entries for that, gifting subs like you see Blue Moo and so many of those other guys do, that gets you extra entries. Subscribing tier 2 and tier 3 gets you the most in terms of extra entries. And then finally, you can subscribe for multiple months, all that stuff. So anyway, guys, we're going to do Hype Train. It's going to be awesome. Blue Moo, thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs. We're going to start calling people out. GooseCun68, thank you very much for 1 month, guys. You guys are so incredible. Thank you again for all your support here on the channel and all you guys do for us. We got Burke CG gifting 1 community sub. Rebel Raven dropping 5 community subs. We got Pixel Gamer. Welcome to Prime, my friend. Welcome. That's awesome. We got Oegg dropping a Prime subscription. $1.19 dropping a Prime subscription. Malik's Jack. 4 months. Congratulations, my friend. Anduus won. Stern 1999 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much for that, my friend. We got Meter Square, 1 Prime sub. Thank you very much. Vega 585 with his 25 subs. You are a hero, my friend. Hero. We got Elijah who just dropped it. Hyper 2 months. Congratulations. Welcome. D-Rives subscribing with Prime as well. Thank you very much for all those follows, guys. You guys are all incredible. 257%, guys. Come on, how high can we get it on my anniversary? How high can we get it on my anniversary, guys? It would be awesome to see how high we can get it. You guys are so amazing. And thank you for all the support, guys. Let's see what else we got. 100 bits. Thank you very much for that. Vega is the GOAT this time. Jose Basser, thank you very much for your gifted sub. Maji Bandido, 2 months. Thank you very much for that. Jerry OS09, 1 month. Thank you very much. Sneaky TV, 1 community sub gift. Thank you very much. Blue Jay, 8 months. Congratulations, my friend. 8 months. We're getting really people. Actually, we should have some people have full-blown PCs now. Dragon Burst, 1. Thank you very much. So many foreign 1 community sub. Cryogen, 3 months. Thank you very much for that, my friend. Welcome in there. We're on 10 months. Yeah, some people have gotten like 10-month ones, but we are at a year. Like that's my first sub was today. My first stream was today. Newbie Skill Unlocked gave 1 community sub. I haven't been a Twitch guy. Twitch, what is it called for that long though? But I think we're at 10 months there. Blue Jay, 5 community subs. What's Saltine 775 5 community subs. Thank you very much, my friend. Anduus, again, 1 more gifted sub. We got Larry MT, 2 months. Thank you very much. 2 months anniversary. Heavy Fire, welcome to the channel. 50 from Tom. Holy moly. Tom Adney, 50 tier 1 subs. That's huge. Laser 2000, a long-term subscriber. Thank you very much for that. 10 there. Sparky Tish, 5 community subs right there. Guys, we're on our way towards a 3060 at this point in time. We're only we're on our way towards a 3060. Sparky, thank you very much for those. Jovian, well, celebrating 8 months at tier 1. You are awesome. Oh, it's okay, Chosen. I appreciate it. That's amazing. 1,800%, guys. 2 minutes left. How high? Can we get to 5,000%? That'd be huge. We've never made it that high. I think the highest we've ever gotten is 2,500. Spatchy2325, Sid the Soul, 1 community sub right there. K4M1KZ388, thank you for the gifted sub, gifting a community sub. That's awesome. 1,945%. Laser dropping another community sub. Thank you very much, Laser. Do the Drew, 1 community sub. June 26. Okay, there. Fuji dropping 5 community subs. Hey, thank you, Tom. Somebody was saying something. I missed it. Sorry. Paysap35. 5 community subs. We're at 2,100%. $1.19. Thank you very much for your 5 gifted community subs. We're going, guys. We're going. 2,200%, guys. Gibbs Slinger, 5 community subs. Guys, this is nuts. We're on our way. This is so awesome. Cheeseball, thank you very much for the follow. SN Cake, 1 Prime sub. Bodacious Pie, 1 community gifted sub. Thank you very much. Hemp Racer, 1 gifted sub. You guys are so cool. Thank you very much for all the support, guys. Ben Helsing, 5 community subs. Thank you very much. Deanzo01, thank you for the follow, my friend. You're getting, just checking my stuff. It's just telling me. Joker, INTX, 5 community subs. We got JT Cesario, 1 community sub. Thank you very much for that. Zune user. Zune's following me. 2,600 guys, 20 seconds left. $1.19 giving another community sub. You're incredible. 1,080 people here, almost 2,000 people across all of my stuff, and going from there. Pasta Sauce, 2 community subs. Medic, and then there's the Hype Train, 210 subs, 2,155 bits, guys. We're at 481 subscribers. That is incredible. Thank you very much. You guys are so incredible for doing all that. Let me go ahead and update the giveaway. We are at 527. Super Naru dropping 5 gifted subs still. Bonnie still dropping subs, guys. We're at 528, 529. Okay, we'll do it 529. Okay, this is for a 3060 now. We're at, we need 600. We're at 529. Here we go. There we go, guys. 3060 is coming up next. Hype Train, you guys were awesome. Thank you very much for all that stuff. And look at that, still CKCC, 85 going in there, guys. Yeah, I have an incredible community. You guys support me so much, and I'm so grateful for all the stuff that you guys do. Oh, 530. Let me check. Did I miss some? Oh, 535 actually. It's at 5. Okay, so it's at 535. Once, okay, I'm gonna do 534. 535. Oh, geez. Okay, 3060 giveaway. For 2021. You guys, like, I really do appreciate it. There we go. I think I'm at 530. Hold on, let me see what I have here. 535. Okay, what am I at? Alert box. I have 5. Oh, whoa, I did that backwards. Hold on, that's not right. I'm at 535, not 553. I way overdid. Okay. 3060 giveaway. We need 600. We're at 535, and we're 04. Okay, there we go. Now we're right. Okay, cool. Woo! I thought we were at 753. There. Okay, I fixed it. Okay, let's get this in. Yes, I am human. I do make mistakes. I never promised. I never said I know I'm not perfect. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to run this into this little thing that drives me nuts. Ugh. This one isn't as thick, but it's still popping out. Yeah, it did. This one rubber grommet, man, drives me nuts. I think there we go. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Much lower. This come in at. I wonder if I want to go down almost. I wonder if I can go down versus like. I'm where I want this thing to come through. I'm trying to find the ideal place for it. I might put it down and then have it be. Ow. trying to figure out what the best place is to run my power cable. Now, I might be able to do something cool and trickery. That's what I want to do. This is where, why is this twisted like this? I'm trying to get this to do what I want it to do, which is just taking some work here, but if it does, it'll look much better. There we go. I wonder if, actually, never mind. I might just do it this way. Realize something, hold on. I can just run this like this, actually. You know, I can do until now. Gotta make sure I turn it the right way, though. Okay, I got it figured out finally. Okay. Okay, we'll have to figure out the run on the other side still. I'm gonna work on next. Because what I had to do to get this to be the way I needed it to be, I had to I think it's almost like my power cable is going to be on the other side, but I want the power cable to be that way, so a little bit different. Show you what I'm talking about, because I don't want the power cable to be where where it was coming out wasn't ideal for me. What I'm going to do is create a place for it like this, so it stays straight coming out of here. And the big thing what I'm trying to do here is this. I want it to look straight. That's what I'm working on. So yeah, there we go. And so it looks really nice and clean like that. So that's what we're doing right there. Now what I'm gonna do is get it, now that I have the right cable stuff here, and then now that I have it in the right place, I can just, I'm gonna have to run that one cable. It's gonna be kind of a weird run, but it'll be fine. because we'll just run the power down on this side. So. And then this is already, oh yeah, let me put these back in. Okay. Now I can close this. And I can close this. And these are going to sit off to the side because these are going to get plugged into the power. Gonna get this back reseated. The rubber grommets. These rubber grommets don't do what I'd like them to do. There we go. Once they sit on right, then they're fine, but there he goes. Okay, there we go. Okay. This is just sitting like this. Again, this will be closed, so it'll be clean. This is all clean. That can be down there because it's power. So we'll have one more cable we'll fix right here, but then all of the cables themselves will be nice and clean. So. And like I said, this will be plugged. We'll have a plug go through the back here, so that'll take care of that. So all of our stuff is actually in a really good spot. The only thing I got to do now is I'm going to go ahead and move my drive over, and then we'll do GPU time, which I know everybody's excited about. There we go. And then I'm giving myself a lot of room for the PSU shroud. Okay, cool. Everything there looks pretty good. For the most part, the build's nice and cable managed. It's like, you know, it looks like the only thing is a couple cables I wish I could make a little bit cleaner. I could probably zip tie this real quick just to give that a little bit more of a cleanly look. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Now it looks a little cleaner. Okay, now we're going to turn this over. Now it's GPU time. So, these bad boys. You can put that in the floor. This right here. And there we go. So let's grab our GPU. Okay, grabbing our GPU, Sapphire Nitro, here it is, 6800 XT. I am not related to Josh Gates. Okay. There's all of our extra stuff. It's just saying, oh, there's an RGB cable. Okay. That I didn't know about. So we have an RGB cable we got to plug in. Where is the RGB cable? Okay, so there's an RGB cable. I gotta figure that out. Wonder if he breadboarded this if he didn't put the cable back in. Hey, Kevin. One sec, guys. I got to see if he if there's a, it's supposed to come with a cable. Hey, Kevin. Hey, on the Sapphire card, when you breadboarded it, was there an RGB cable that came with it? Yeah, it says there's supposed to be an RGB cable that comes with it. Okay, it's not in there. That's weird. Oh, and it worked? It changed the color? Okay. Okay. Looks like it just will work with the software, so we'll give it a go. If not, we'll get an RGB thing. Okay, let's do the peel and stuff like that and go from there, though. Okay, let's peel off the rest of the stuff that's in here. Definitely a peel. There we go. There it is right there. Okay. There's our card ready to go. Let's go and flip this over and get it installed. Oh. Top down, here it is. Let's grab our screwdriver. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, there's a nice little bit right there. And now we can screw it in. Let's use the magnetic one. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna grab our two, and yep, these are also backwards. Pretty much like all of them on here are backwards, but I'm gonna grab more 4-pin because 4-pin, there we go. I just don't think 2 is gonna be enough for this. Okay, we can peel this off now, because that's all hooked up. There we go. Okay. There we go, right there. What we're working on right now is just getting our the way it's like they installed everything, like all of the cable combs are backwards. Or I don't know if it's like, I don't know why, but every single cable comb on this thing is backwards. So I have to, what is usually just me installing them has turned into me removing them and installing them instead of just. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to grab a couple more. So we have some more. They're pretty far spaced. There we go. Okay. And this is going to go down here, and this is going to go right here. There we go. One. Actually, I think they want this on this side. Okay, next up, same thing, got to replace them. Almost 600, that's right. We're getting there, guys. Okay, getting the last. Okay, there we go. Gotta throw a couple more 4 pins on here. And we'll be sticking with gas on the end here. Let me just throw in a PSU and call it a day. Okay. Here we go. Those look good. Okay, cool. So cables are in. Now we're going to turn this over, get our PSU installed, and then we'll turn it on. We're getting dangerously close to finishing this build. Okay, so it's PSU time, guys. It's the PSU smell test time. Everybody's favorite time. Drink. Grab a drink. Almost 600, guys. 574. Are we going to get to 750? I sniffed the power supply. And others do too. Okay, here we go. It's an EVGA sanctioned sniff test. Come on. Okay, there we go. There. Okay, box. Okay, these are those little extra cables we always love. Here's our screws. Okay, what do I need? First thing I need is my power supply right here. Here it is, guys. Here we go. Oh, that's not bad. That one's actually not too smelly. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. Not the best, but you know, it gives it extra power. My favorite pastime too. Ooh, it gets me a little lightheaded. Okay, what do I need out of this? I need not that. That's Molex, because that's not gonna work. That is a single. Oh, 2 singles. That's great. That's what we need right there. Boom. Need that. I'll need gonna go ahead and do 2 of these just to be safe. There you go, 2 of those. That's 2 SATA. Then I need 1 CPU, 1 motherboard, and that is everything. Okay, that is now complete. We'll use these for something else. Close this. And boom. Okay, cool. Next up, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get these hooked up. First thing is our motherboard power. Again, it's got right there and right there because that is what we need. That's for the motherboard. Next up is CPU. Look for the part that's not split. This is going to go right here into CPU 1. There we go. Next up is SATA 1. We got 2. We got peripheral and SATA 1. We're going to put 1 in there. The second one we're going to put in SATA. There we go. And then finally, we've got 2 VGA, which is great. Since we have individual cables, it makes me happy. I have to hide them. Okay, there's all of our PSU stuff is hooked up. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Take this. There we go. Okay, now, next step, put that up. Put this up. Okay, there it is. Put the fan down. Fan down, fan down. You're just gonna basically slide this in like a boss. Take some finagling, but we'll get it in. There we go. Okay, rotate it. Oh, don't hit the button again. Make sure all your cables are lined up like so. Get your metal screws out. Guys, these are the last screws of the build. Last screws. Last one. There we go. Okay, all screwed in. Okay, time to put this down. Just get our last cables hooked up. Ugh. This came out really clean. I like clean builds. Okay, here we go. Top down for you guys. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this one because it's gonna go to a weird spot off to the edge here. Figure out what we're gonna run. There it goes. Okay. There's that. That's in. I don't want this. Okay. Okay, there's that. Now I'm going to grab my SATA for this. Okay, there we go. Okay, that takes care of that. VGA, we want CPU. That's not that one, that's this one. Okay, there's that. Next one we have is all of our basically power. So this one was going to be kind of the thing that I want to do here is I basically want to put this on here. There we go. 615 guys, we're now on our way towards the 3060 Ti. So that's 700. There we go. There we go. Now here is the last bit. What you can do is if you shove these down, they can kind of make the rest of this look like it's really close to, like, see, like that? And then these should be turned the right way. Next one. Fix it on the other side. We have lots of movement here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Everything is plugged in. Now. There we go. Everything's plugged in. Case looks great. Okay, guys, 700 is the next. Oh, sorry, 750. Sorry, 750. Okay, so let me end this one. We're at 619, the 3060 Ti. There we go. Next goal is up. That looks so good. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you again for all your support. You guys have basically made my 1 year awesome. So thank you. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna basically get this all together. I might wanna go ahead. I'm gonna do one little trickery, sense of trickery here. And then we can turn it on. Oh, shoot. And now we've got it fixed. Okay. Okay, here we go. So there's the finished build, all ready to go, lined up clean, it looks good. We can now just turn this over. Everything looks great. The build looks good. Not quite. The cables are gonna take some training. This is not, these cables need to come out more. There you go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now the cables are trained. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna put the back on because the back is done. And then all that cable management work I did to make sure it looks nice, well, that's just gonna disappear. Hey, that cable management, that's nice. It's clean cable management, great. And we'll just hide it. There it is. Now there's no, now look at that cable management. You got one, you can see one cable. Whoopsie. Oh, that belongs to the other side. And that pops on. Ugh. There we go. And then we pop this right there. We can put this away. And this goes right here. There it is right there. There we go. There's our Ryzen front right there. Our special done Ryzen front right there. There we go. And this goes right here. There it is. Our system is done. We'll show you guys all the finished stuff here in a minute. Looks good. Okay, now we've already got an OS on this. We've breadboarded it, all that sort of stuff. So if it doesn't work, then I did something wrong, but we'll figure that out here in a minute. There we go. And don't forget, yes, I know that the NZXT will be sideways, but that will fix that in software. Here we go, turn it on. And it's on. Look at that. Now, it should just go right to post, and we'll make it all red to fit, to match. Okay, now we're waiting for the post to come up. There it is posting. I can see it here. There's the post. Okay, post is up. Okay, let's get into the OS real quick and fix this. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my stuff. Then I'll show you guys the post here in a minute. 1,812 people, 1,180 guys. We still have a couple more minutes if we want to get that last giveaway. 624 of 750 if we want to unlock it. Okay, here we go. Bringing up the screen so you guys can see the capture. There you go. Okay, so there it is. You guys can see it's up. You can read everything. Everything's good there. We're gonna hit F1. We're just gonna let it go. Okay, so escape. Yes, and it should just go right to the OS. OS is up. Okay, hold on this. Okay, there we go. Now go to here. Let's see. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to dashboard, home. We're going to go to, I don't want this, I want static red. Okay, there we go. So there's all the red already. There you go, we're already red across the board there. We got to change that in the armory crate. Okay, let's change the Sapphire stuff. Okay, let's see, it said single color. Okay, here we go, custom color red. Okay, now that should go red. There it is. Good. So far, so good. Okay, next up is Armory Crate. RFX, static. There we go. Now it should all go red. Look at that. Okay, last thing we got to fix is cam. There it is right there. Okay, we're gonna do red to white. Actually, we'll do orange, there we go. And then we'll change this part to and I want, where is this thing? A bit brighter. And then now I want is, gosh darn it, where's the, I how to rotate. I've done this. Logo. What is this? Oh. How do I change? I forgot how it was. Oh, there it is. Rotate minus 9 degrees, right? How you do it? I don't remember if it's minus or plus. Yep, there we go. Okay, I don't think orange is the right color. Do white. There we go. Okay, and there is the build. Completely done. Red and white. There is a completely done build that we'll be giving away. Going to shots there. Pull the peel there, and then finally, the last part. So you can see the finished thing all up. Here it is right here with the cable stuff on it. There it is. A 100% ready 5950X. AMD themed that we'll be giving away on the 21st of April. We'll start getting your chance to win this beautiful system. There it is right there. All done and ready to go. Custom themed for Ryzen. And yeah, there you go. You got your custom. There's the front right there. 21st of April, guys, is when you can enter to win this PC. There you can see right there. Red hot. You can see the Ryzen on the front too. There it is, all custom themed out. Now we're gonna go take super pretty pictures of it. There you go, you can see the whole front there. There it is right there, guys, completely done. So again, all the parts for this, it's got a Ryzen 9 5950X, it's got 64 gigs of RAM at 3600 megahertz at CL16 timing. It's got a 2 terabyte SN850 Western Digital NVMe SSD. It's got a 12 terabyte NAS 7200 RPM NAS drive. It's got a Sapphire Nitro Plus Radeon 6800 XT, and then it's inside of an Asus ROG X570-E motherboard, all powered with an NZXT Z73 AIO, and all cooled by Corsair QL120 fans. So it is pretty dang awesome and ready to go. It looks like, is Newegg in the chat? It looks like Newegg's in the chat because they're here. We're on their channel and they're checking it out. This is the NZXT AIO and all that sort of stuff. Now we still have the other giveaway to give away as well. It's just a stock case fan. Yeah, it's just a stock case fan. Again, I didn't want to add another RGB header, and again, from the side, it won't matter for most of the shots, but it's only got 6 fans, and those are the 6 that were in there. So yeah, there we are right there. Okay, so we're getting ready to do the giveaway in just a second, but I did promise you guys really quick, we have 2 systems that were people who bailed on commission. So I had 2 commission systems. If you want to know more about those, we actually have some details on that inside of our Discord system. These are RTX 3070s. One's got a 10900K in it. The other one's got a 5600X in it, in a P600S and stuff like that. The back fan is spinning, guys. It's spinning just fine. It just doesn't look like it's spinning. No, it's not spinning. Wait. No, you're right. Let me fix that. The back fan is not spinning. I'll fix that. Must have come loose. That's an easy fix. I can't actually. No, the fan is spinning. No, it's spinning. Sorry, it just doesn't look like it's spinning. It's actually the way that the thing fits. It's spinning just fine. Never mind. It actually is spinning. Yeah, it's spinning. I can feel it and I can see it when you look close. It's a visual. What's the word? It's a mirage. Touch it. Okay, wow, you guys are nice. Okay, so anyway, let's start the giveaway right now, and then we are going to be rating somebody afterwards. There's 1,231 people here, but we're going to start the giveaway in just a second. I want to show you optical illusion. That's what I was looking for. I'm going to shut this down. I got a couple systems to show you guys, and we have potentially that if you're interested, I told people I'd show these. If you're interested in picking them up, there you go. Oh, there's all the white. Ooh, the red and white looks really good too. Maybe I do red and white. The red and white looks really good as well. Yeah, I like that. I like that one too. And then we'll end with that. I might go red and white. Yeah, I like actually, I think I'm gonna go red and white. I think the red and white looks better. Yeah, I think that's gonna look really good. Okay, so anyway, guys, I'm gonna shut this off and and go from there. And then we'll show you a couple other ones. We're gonna go red and white for the fan colors, but I wanted to show these while we're doing the giveaway in just a second. Oh, and then we'll end with this. Okay, so we have two systems that are for sale that people bailed on commissions. The first one, I'll bring the first one out, bring them both out. You guys can take a look at them. So the first one right here is in a P600S. This one's $2,500 if people are interested. Ugh, ugh. It's a pretty base system. Somebody was just trying to get a good system and then couldn't finish paying for it. There's the first one right here. This includes, all of the stuff includes, it's just MSRP, nothing more. It's just MSRP for these. We're not charging anything extra. These are just systems that were, and plus the commissions. So, and some money for shipping is what you get. So this is the first system. This is for sale. I want to take a look at it. There it is running. But it's just a base level system. It's got 32 gigs of RAM, a RTX 3070 NZXT. It's got a Ryzen 5 5600X, and basically this system. So if you guys want to pick this one up, you can just go to my Discord. All the details are inside for that. It's a very stealth looking build. And yeah, we normally do, but every once in a while we've had some people where like somebody, one guy got pregnant, one guy's wife got pregnant. And then we had some other people where they had just had some stuff happen. And so I always let people back out if they can. So anyway, you can check this one out. This one's up for sale. It's $2,500. It's got a 3070, 32 gigs of RAM, 1.5 terabytes of storage. All the details are up on the Discord channel. So discord.gg/Robeytech if you want to check it out. If you want to give it a go. And there it is. It's all white right now. So it's a white and white lit system. And then the next one that we have right there, and again, guys, it's all retail. I'm not scalping. It's just the retail price plus tax plus thing. It's just, that's what the cards cost right now. Let me shut this one down. I'll bring you the other one. People wanted to see them, and they'll go fast, but we're not doing anything crazy for these. Ugh. There's that one. And then the next one's in an H710. This one's a little bit more crazy. Ugh. 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 This one's purple and white and an H710. It's got an Aorus RTX 3070 in it. 32 gigs of RAM, 1.5 terabytes. It's a 10900K build. And a NZXT Z490 motherboard. It's a 10900K with a Z73, Z73 AIO. And that beautiful Aorus. Yeah. So again, all you got to do is head to our Discord channel. Both the systems are listed there. And they're 33, no DVD burner, you're funny. They're $3,300 for this one. This one, the other one was a 5600X. This is a 10900K. So yeah, and this is just basically all you're paying for is parts at MSRP, my commission, labor cost, and then of course tax. And then $100 goes towards shipping the PC to the right location, of course, but that's pretty much it. There's not much more to that. But the systems do work. They're all good to go there. They're all set up and ready and clean and nice and go. This one's all purple and white in terms of where it was and stuff like that. So there is RGB there and all that stuff. This is an NZXT H710. I don't know why the color is wrong here, but we can get that fixed. It'll be all white when we finish it. So anyway, those are the systems. We're going to do the giveaways in just a few seconds. And then, yeah, it's a 3300, guys. So it's, yeah, if you guys want to look at it, all the specs are there. You can do the math yourself. I didn't do any scalping. There's nothing like that. It's just all cost plus 11% tax plus a 15% commission. That's how it works. 11%, guys. And so that's where all the stuff goes through there. And so yeah, anyway, if you go to channel, if you go to marketplace, all the details are basically right there. So they'll go pretty quick. Yeah. So yeah, and it's an Aorus Master, so just the GPU alone is like $799. Yeah. So anyway, guys, that's all the parts for there. Let's go and do we're gonna bring the red and white one back up, get it set up. That'll be the end of the stream, and go from there. But yeah, I wanted to show these off. I said people I would. They're clean, they look great, and they just need a home. I wanna get them home to, I wanna get them home. Hey, if you're not interested, guys, you don't have to buy them. They will get sold. They're not, again, they were supposed to be time and all that sort of stuff. So you don't have to buy them. So it's okay. The first one was a 3070, EVGA 3070. Ugh. Okay, let's get the AMD system back up, get it relit up, and then let's do the giveaway. Oh, so many computers being moved. And all you have to do is just DM me on Discord. And they're all set up and ready. So yeah. Ugh. Okay, let's get this back to white, which I like that color better. And then we'll go from there. Boom and boom. I like the white for the fans. I like the red for everything else, but I think I'm gonna make the fans white. I like that look better. Okay, just coming in. And then let's start the giveaway, guys. 638 subs today. That is a good day. Okay, this is for a 3060. Oh, actually, sorry, there's two giveaways. I forgot about that other one. Okay, everybody, first and foremost, say thank you, Twitch, and thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Twitch, and thank you, YouTube. You guys are unlocked two 1 terabyte NVMe SSDs. So yeah, this is the basic thing for that. So thank you, Twitch, thank you, YouTube. We're gonna give away two 1 terabyte NVMe SSDs right now. We're gonna start that giveaway in just a second. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's go to custom. Okay, so here, these are for 1 terabyte M.2, 1 terabyte NVMe, 1 terabyte NVMe SSDs. Hold on. Everybody say thank you because you guys were unlocked them. There we go. Okay, giveaway settings. Okay, so this is going to be exclamation point community. Okay, exclamation point community. That giveaway is starting right now. 2 minutes, guys. Exclamation point community. Two minutes. Okay, let's change the colors. I love that white. That was like definitely the right call. Let's get that white. I like the white for the IQ. Go static color. Oh, dang it, that's not what I wanted. Let's go to static. There we go. Okay, there we go. That looks better. I like that a lot. Cool. I like the way that looks. from the side and from the front. I like the white. The stark contrast between the red and the white looks really good. There you go. Whoa, from the front. I think I've got this kind of off the bench a little. Ugh. There we go. So there's the red and the white there.